Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. First press conference of Thiago Motta, first pre-game press conference. I was extremely curious to see him, to hear him, to observe him, to try to understand, because it's a new coach, it's a new way of communication. I was curious what he would say or not. Would he be as transparent as he is in training session? Well, he is. I can tell you he is, because he went through a few topics that are extremely important. I have 4 lines that I want to introduce before starting to speak about all the rest. The first thing is not about Thiago Motta, but Juventus Football Club. New addition, newness. There is a sign language interpreter, and it's really important. I will tell you why in a second. Thiago Motta is allergic to press conferences, and that's also another topic that I want to go through. There is a big statement from him at a certain moment when we were halfway. He said, "I'm not here to be trendy. I know it's probably not hot," speaking to the journalist, "but I'm here to speak about football. I will explain you why." And then the fourth one, for the people that were still hoping, that had a bit of faith, there is no way back for Federico Chiesa. It's over. Today, on the 18th of August 2024, we can say it is over. Also for the people that were still hoping to have him back. Maximum of like if you didn't yet, please continue to subscribe. Ragazzi, I will try to be short, under the 15 minutes, so that you can watch it or before the first games of Serie A, or at halftime, or between 2 games. I will try to keep it really precise and short, but I really wanted to speak about it, because like Thiago Motta, I'm here to speak about football. I love speaking about football more than gossip, more than Mercato. What is the first thing? That sign language interpreter. Why did I start with that? I don't know if you noticed yesterday, but there are new graphics for Serie A, where they are exporting it out of Italy. You have the new logo that is much bigger. You have new graphics for the lineups, which were quite nice. Yesterday, of course, it's appealing. You see it, you say, okay, we are starting to improve also the pre-game graphics, the yellow cards, etc., etc. Not bad at all. Then you watch Premier League and you see that Manchester United is scoring, and you see a special animation for Manchester United. You're watching Arsenal and you see, that boom, that ball that is going with the design of Arsenal. Exactly the same for Brighton, for all the team. Personalized graphics where the score is changing. You will tell me, Beppe, who cares? We want to see the guys running, we want to see goals. Who cares about the animation? And no, because when Italy is trying to catch up a bit, and you see that the other leagues are already further away. They are always a step before the other ones, which is really great. That's also why graphically, visually, they are stronger, Premier League. And why am I speaking about that? Because Juventus, again, and I think it's the first one, I can be wrong, of course, but I think it's the first one, sign language interpreter. I think it's really important to be really inclusive, to have as much as people as possible. They are not obliged to do it. They are absolutely not obliged to do it. It's a cost extra, because you need to find someone that is able to do it, someone that is capable to do it. You are putting him there in that screen together with Thiago Motta. It's a beautiful message from Juventus. Again, being before the other ones, showing the good example. Congratulations, Juventus Football Club, for that small detail that as from now, I didn't see a lot of people speaking about it. So good, because I want all the people to love our beloved Juventus. Now we go towards the core of the video. Thiago Motta, he looks like extremely serious, super focused in press conference, short answers. There is never a smile. He looks really annoyed. He looks like he doesn't want to be there, but he's forced because he's under contract. It's one of the things that you need to do. But honestly, if he could do something else, he would do it. So don't expect cinema, don't expect entertaining press conference before the game. Maybe after the games, it will be another Thiago Motta that can speak about football, that will speak a bit more. But pre-game conferences, don't expect show. On the other side, expect transparency, expect big quotes, expect important words. Now, we see a different Thiago Motta, because of course, if you don't know Thiago and you are watching the press conference, you say, what a guy. There is no sympathy, there is no humanity, there is no warmth. Non c'è il calore, there is no warmth. There is no family effect. But then you see the training images, you see how he's welcoming all the team that are going to give that high five. You see smiles during training sessions, before, during, after. You see that he's going to speak individually with players, etc., etc. You see a total different football person. You see a total different human being. So it's one that he doesn't want to be there because he knows that every single word could be interpreted wrong. He knows that the question that he will receive are questions that most of them he doesn't even want to answer or that not that important to him. So you see a really total different, the one that is taking care of football and the one in press conference. Honestly, I prefer one that is really loving to be on the field, that one that is loving to be in press conference, just to say. Then, the first questions, I will not go in chronologic order, but in terms of importance to also share your story is the one of Romeo Agresti, that is asking him, are you tranquillo about il mercato? Are you relaxed about the mercato? Where he answers, I'm a lot relaxed about the mercato. We are working well and at the max together to build a competitive team. Relax. He shows you that he's really relaxed. Of course. Is he really relaxed? This is something that we don't know. Honestly, I'm not in the mind, in the head, in the brains of Thiago, so I can't tell you if he's worrying, if he's stressed. But what he's showing in front of cameras, the message that he's showing to us for his first, don't forget, his first pre-game conference, where the players will watch, they will read, is I am totally relaxed. Which he should be, because he knows that the Mercato will close on the 30th. He probably also knows who will join and who will not join. What we supporters, we don't know. But he's showing you a sense of calma. Calma, tranquilli. And honestly, I like it. I like it. Because if you have a coach that is starting to also stress in press conference, sending wrong messages, then of course, we supporters, we go by consequence, and we were already worried we would even be totally crazy, going out of mind. I don't know if you watched the press conference of yesterday of Antonio Conte, but it was a disaster. Just new coach. They didn't even play their first game. They will start in 20 minutes, 25 minutes, their first game. And it's already, I saw what happened yesterday for last year because I was watching Napoli, 4-3-3, 4-3-3. Then they happened to finish 10th. I saw this. I was hoping that it was more better, the situation. I was hoping this. I was expecting this and this and this. And you don't create a beautiful atmosphere to start winning with. Then maybe later they will win 5-0. We know Antonio Conte, but that toxicity, I think that it's not the moment to bring it at Juve at the moment. So I was really happy for the way that Thiago Motta was in front of cameras. I prefer that than Antonio Conte, that if he's like that on the 18th of August before Matchday, why imagine what will happen on Matchday 35. Just telling you, or Season 2 or Season 3. That's something. An important topic, why training and calling up a minimal squad? Question from Fabiana Della Valle. He said, merit. The first word that is coming out of his mind or his mouth is merit, meritocracy. All the players that will be there tomorrow, they deserve to be there. They deserve it. We have 19 players. We are enough. Tomorrow, 11 can start. Not more. It's impossible. I can do a max of 5 changes. When I heard these words, maybe I'm going here now, I don't think that he will do 5 subs tomorrow. Just because of the non-verbal. Then maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe we win 4-0 and he's playing the youth. I don't know. But from what I hear, if tomorrow we have a serious game, I don't think that he will do 5 subs. Let's see tomorrow if I was right or wrong in starting to interpret the behavior, that non-verbal, the intonation, the words of Thiago Motta. But he's right, 11 plus 5 is the max. Weston McKennie, he is useful and functional to us. And that's where we go to our situation of Federico Chiesa. Chiesa's situation didn't change. We spoke, I'm transparent, that's my way of respecting my players. That's a sign of respect. Internally, all is clear. Nothing changed. When you go towards that narrative, that story, we are enough players to play the game of tomorrow. I play, and I will call up the player that deserve them. So the players that we'll see tomorrow in that squad list, yeah, because we play at home, so it's tomorrow. The players that will be called up, it's all because they deserve it. McKennie that is back and that is useful for the project, for the game of Thiago Motta, it means that Chiesa, by consequence, also him saying nothing changed for him, that is not useful for the project, that is someone that is not deserving it. Because by consequence, we go towards that, guys. Then I don't know what happened behind the scene. I don't know what were the words of Chiesa towards Thiago, from Motta towards Federico. I don't know what were the words of the club jointly with him, with the agent Ramadani, what decision they already took. But guys, it doesn't smell good. I can tell you today, after hearing Thiago Motta, repeating it once more, and also taking back a Weston McKennie, that he can be useful and important for the project of Juve, that we agree or that we don't agree, that when you speak about Chiesa, guys, this is really the last dot of the last chapter of the last page of the book for Federico Chiesa at Juve. Will he go to another team? Hopefully for Federico, yes, because otherwise I don't feel that he can even be reintegrated after the end of the Mercato. So that's a big one. That's probably a big one, especially if he continues to speak about Kenan Yildiz with that number 10. What is that number 10 for Yildiz? It is responsibility. He's strong, he has a lot of quality, but especially culture of work, and that is even able, even being super young, being able to share it with the others, to transmit it with the others. And he also said, it's that important that I really want to underline it. That culture of work. McKennie, deserving. We are enough players, etc. Federico Chiesa, nothing changed. Underlining the culture of work. Guys, it's a lot, huh? It's a lot. And then at the 50%, really in the half, it was 7 minutes 26 out of 13 minutes 26 of press conference. He said, now the most important, even if you don't like to speak too much about it, it's the game. Tomorrow we play a game against Como. And it's true that before that, we heard a lot of questions about Mercato, about Chiesa, about McKennie, about this, about that. We never heard really questions about Como, except of one question about the fact that he played at Barcelona. Fabregas, coach of Como, played at Barcelona. Can we see some patterns there? But we didn't really speak about the game. I don't know today Como. I don't know today Juve. I don't even know who will play tomorrow. That was not even the question. Maybe Thiago would have said, I don't tell you. But I don't know who will start in the goal, who there, 3 players, 1 player, 2 players. I don't know anything. And it's true that I would love to speak about football. Like this video is, according to me, much more important than Mercato here, Mercato there. I love Mercato, I will not lie. And I love the enthusiasm of the people when we are signing a new player, building day by day, getting closer and closer and closer. Maybe sometimes it collapse, maybe not. But I love to speak about football. I love to speak about these press conferences to really understand what is in the mind of the coach that will lead our team. So I hope, if you are still there after the 13 minutes, that you are also putting a maximum of like to show that you love these videos, the post-press conference, and like a lot of views. Share it with your friends and families and whatever. And then he said, tomorrow, well, first game of home, full of enthusiasm. That's what will be tomorrow. But before the start, we must remember that we need to be grateful. Because we are privileged persons. Privileged, but also because we deserve to be here. So what is he telling us? He's telling us, look, we have a huge, big chance. But it's not a miracle. It's not a coincidence. We are here because we worked for it, because we deserve to be here, every single one of us. Don't forget that you are grateful, that you need to be grateful, that you are privileged position, because being a footballer, it is being privileged. But also, we deserve to be here. So now that we are here, it's not a finish point. It's not a arrival point. No, you need to continue to work, to continue to prove more and more and more. So tomorrow I'm expecting a beautiful performance from Thiago Motta and team. What about Miretti? He said tomorrow he can't be called up. It's not there. He said also he worked well when he was there, when he was able, when he was fit. He worked really well. So you see also here that he said we will speak with Miretti when he will come back, when he will be at 100% disposal. You see that Miretti is probably on the outgoing list, like Rugani, by the way. We'll speak about it this evening in live, that will go to Ajax Amsterdam. But he said Miretti will be out. We will speak with Miretti when he will be back. But it's a pity, in a way, that because he showed really interesting things. So I think that also Miretti showed beautiful things to Thiago Motta. And if he could have chosen, probably he would have kept a Miretti as well, knowing that we have Douglas Luiz, Locatelli, etc., etc. That we have already a lot of players. That was it. I hope you enjoy. I promised you under the 15 minutes. So maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe. Grazie, forza. Juve.